Hello, this is Louis from Machining Partner, and here is the Olnova Model 5. So here we have access to all the command for this machine, which currently has Volvo engine. In the future, all machines sold in the US for Olnova will have a Caterpillar engine, so all of this would be yellow inside. Some cool feature about the machine, if we close this, for example, it's possible to see the screen through the door. And the goal with this is that once the machine is running, you're able to check all the information needed. Let's go back here inside. So here we have hydraulics control for both the shredders and the tracks. This is also possible to control off the remote control, but this is like the manual control. Here we have all the buttons to start, stop the shredders, and also all the toggles for different features around the machine. Here we have monitoring for the pressure. This should not be changed, but it is possible to adapt it, but usually by default this will be at the right values. So at the moment the shredder is manually adjusted, so you have to remove this bar right here and then you're able to adjust here the screener. There's also the possibility to have this hydraulically adjusted. Usually this is more for sophisticated customers. And as we can see here, it is possible to grab the shredder with a hook lift setup. It also can be adjusted depending on like the type of hook lift truck you have. We also have grease point here. As you can see on this side, it's possible to remove the shredder shaft. So you have to remove the bolts and then you're able to remove this whole part. And you can replace shaft with either other types of shaft for other types of materials, or replace them with the same one if you're using the same materials but your shaft are used up and damaged. So if we look on this side, we have here an electrical box and the electrical components. As you can see, it's swingable to have easy access. Here in the back we can see this box that can be very easily switched, like it's a very plug-and-play solution. And the idea with this is that after a while, maybe in a few years, when the shredder has collected a lot of dust, you may want to change this. Here we can see the shafts again. We can see the hydraulic tank, which for a machine this size is actually quite big. The idea with this is to put less strains on the pumps. Here we have an AdBlue reservoir, which again has easy access. It's possible to swing it and lock it in place. And you can have access to the AdBlue. Batteries are here, and then here's the motor. And like we say, this is a Volvo motor, but at the moment, and this is mostly for European market, in the US, Olnova has the yellow motor, so the Caterpillar engine. Here we have access to all of the electrical components for the machine. As you can see also, there's manuals to be able to understand the schematics. We also have access here to the router, which currently comes with a 1-year SIM card, which then can be switched out for any regular SIM card. It can connect and you can diagnose the machine remotely. At the moment, the magnetic separator is right here. So under the machine, the new models will have the magnetic separator here. The reason being because it's going to be easier access, and it's also going to be easier to change it out, switch it out, and work on it in general. Here we can see there's this protection layer over the conveyor, and this is when you work with light materials so they don't fly around and they stay on the conveyor all the way to the end. At the moment, the shredder is in a folded position, so it's easier for transport. So like we said, we can hook it in the back with the hook lift, and it's also possible to move it around with these rollers. When the machine turns on and gets back in the working position, all of this folds back together and comes under the machine, and you will see it lifting up like this. On this machine, you have emergency stop on both sides, so you can press it to stop the machine. You have the same thing on the other side. To reset it, you just twist it. As you can see also, inside the doors, we have soundproofing so that the machine contains the noise within it. So that's a very clever and neat feature. We have lights here, so we can turn it on if you're working late at night or at the end of the day. You can turn on lights to light up all the area. This is also on both sides of the machine. The machine is currently on tracks, and so it's possible to track it. Like we said, we can track it both with remote, but also with the controls that are right here. So if we take a look at the remote, it's possible to switch between two functions, which then enables to do different things on the machine. As you can see here, you can put the machine back in transportation mode. Here you can put it back in working mode. Here is for the auto features on and off if you're back on level 1. If you're back on level 1, you can also track the machine both forwards and backward. If you're back in level 2, then you're able to control conveyors and as well as the shredding shaft, and to choose the direction of the shredding shaft. And as well as having e-stops on both sides of the machine, it's possible to stop the machine with the stop right here. And then once again, you twist it to reset it. So let me do it again. You press it, now it's stopped, and we can reset it like this.